Hey guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing my favorite ways to wear these silk scarves that are so popular right now. I have a few different kinds. I've gotten some cotton ones, I have some silk ones. This one is square, this one is rectangle. So I'm going to share how I fold the square ones, my favorite ways to style them, and all of that. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. All right, let's get into it. I have been collecting these scarves since last year. I have some square ones. All three of these are square. I actually have a couple more, but I'm not sure where I put them. And then I have this one, which is a rectangle one. This is my only rectangle one. And then I have some that are actual just headbands. So it's stretchy here and it has the bow on the top and it's wire so you can move it however you want. And then I also have this kind, which has kind of like a knotted top, and you can wear this as a headband as well. So let's get into how I style them. But before we do, I'm just going to show you really quickly how I fold these square ones, because before any style I do, I fold the square ones a certain way so that I can get the style that I want. So let me show you how I fold them, and then I will show you my favorite styles. Okay, so if you're starting out with a square scarf like this, you are just going to fold it in half diagonally so that it looks like this triangle. And then if you have a tag or anything, you can just leave it. I like to take this peak. If you do have a tag, make sure you put it on the corner that is folded in to be the peak of the triangle. So then I like to fold the peak in, and not all the way to the end, just a little bit out. And then I like to just fold in one time on the side without the peak, and then just fold it about an inch at a time. And then lastly in half. So this is what you end up having. It's just a really long, skinny scarf, which is essentially the same thing. And it has the angled edges as well. So it's essentially the same thing as my rectangle scarf, which, let me just untie that one so that you can see it. This is what that one looks like. So you basically just want to mimic what this would be, which this, if you're tying it around your head or anything, it's going to get scrunched up as well. And so this one will too, but you just basically make it like an inch thick and hide the tag in the middle. So for all of the styles that I show you today, this is how I fold this scarf or any of my other square scarves. All right, I'm going to show first up 2 ways to wear it just kind of like as a plain headband. So the first way, you just take the hair that's in front of your ear and move it to the front and put the rest in the back on both sides. And then everything that's in the back, just throw it up into a messy bun or ponytail. And then you are going to take your headband, sorry, I'm just untying it. You are going to take your headband and place it at the nape of your neck. I like to put my ears out, but you can put your ears in if you want. And then just tie this, and I like to knot it. And then you can take your hair back out. I just find that it's easier to keep your hair separated and whatnot if you put it up in a ponytail first. I really like this one because it just kind of looks like the bow is part of your hairstyle. It's not like you're like keeping your hair up with it, which is the other way I'll show you in a second. But I just really love this way. I think it's so fun, and it just adds a pop of color into your hair, or like a color or a pattern or a texture depending on what headband you are wearing. But it just kind of adds something to your hair while you're still just basically wearing your hair down. Okay, and then the other way to do it just kind of as a like normal headband is to just put all of your hair up in that ponytail in the back. This is just an easy way. If you don't have to put your hair up in a ponytail, then don't. And then just make sure that your hair is parted where you want it, or slick it all the way back so that you don't have a part. But I'm just going to keep this part. And again, this particular headband is reversible, so I'll do it on the other side this time, and I will link this down below for you guys if you're interested. So again, I put it behind my ears, and then I'm just kind of smoothing the pieces out. And then I will just tie it in a knot. and then take my hair down. So you can wear it like this, out with the ends hanging out, or you can tuck the ends in. Just literally just tuck it right in to the sides. And then it just looks like a plain headband. And that is it. For this next hairstyle, you'll just need a small elastic. And I'm just gonna take my hair back basically from the temples and go half up. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just gonna try to get out a few of the bumps, but not all of them. And then I will wrap the elastic around twice. And depending on how fine or thick your hair is, just do it however you would normally do it for your particular hair type. And then I just tighten it to kind of bring it more to the top of my head. And then I'm just going to take my headband, and this time I'm putting the middle of it in the front, and then I will flip the ponytail over, and I'm going to tie it in the back underneath the ponytail, and I'll just tie it once and then flip it. And so this way you can see the actual headband on my ponytail in the front, but you can't see anything else unless you're in the back of me basically, and then you can see the colors come through, which I will turn around and show you right now. Another way to wear this hairstyle is by taking it a step farther and tying this in a bow. This isn't something that I would wear on an everyday basis probably, but if I was going to like a festival or an event or something, I would totally wear this. I think I need to slouch a little bit for you guys to see it. Let me just move you. There we go. Yeah, so then you just have like a little bit of a bow on top of your head, which I think is so cute. Yeah, so that is the finished hairstyle. You just have a big bow on top of your head, which I just think this is such a fun hairstyle. Definitely not something I'd wear every day, but something for like a fun concert or a festival or something like that you can get away with it. Or if you're going to like Disney or something, it's definitely one of those, like, for me at least, on certain occasion hairstyle. But if you're younger than I am, you could definitely get away with this on an everyday basis. All right, another way to wear them is to take a hair tie and just put your hair all the way up. You can either do it in a ponytail or a messy bun, whatever your preference is. I'm just gonna put mine in a ponytail. And I just like to try to get as many of the bumps out as possible, but I just want it nice and high up on my head. And then I'll just kind of pull it and pull down the pieces. And then this time I'm taking a square one. So I did fold this. I will show you guys how to fold it after I do this hairstyle. So again, just taking it and wrapping it around your head. And this one, I am just going to knot again. And so you can either have it hanging down like this, or you can tuck them in. And this is the final look. This is what I like to do if my hair is like on the last day before I'm gonna wash it, because this kind of covers up the greasy area, and then you can keep it all up and out of your face, so it's not touching you, it's not getting in your way, but you can get one more day out of your hair. You can also do it in a messy bun with this hairstyle. Just like twist it around, or just do your regular messy bun. I'm gonna kind of slouch so you can see it. But yeah, it's totally up to you, but this is definitely a really good like dirty hairstyle. Another style to do if you have your hair up and you just need your hair to be up and out of your way, you can have it in a ponytail, and then just take your scarf and wrap it around your ponytail. And then I like to just make sure it's even and tie it, and then just let it go. And this will just add some color to your ponytail. And just like we did when my hair was half up, you can tie this in a bow. And I just kind of mess with it until I get it exactly how I want it. Now that I'm looking at it right now, I feel like my hair is like a present looking like this. But yeah, you can just add a pop of color to your hair. And again, you could do this one if your hair was in a messy bun as well, which I can't really do now that my hair is already tied. But yeah, you could do a messy bun and then just tie it around. I'm sure you guys have seen the neckerchief trend, so I'm just taking the same square scarf and I folded it the same way that I will show you guys. And then I like to fold this to the side, and you can either just tie it around once and just kind of leave it like that and just have it styled, or you can tie it in a knot and just kind of have it like lay to the side. Or lastly, you can wrap it around twice. And you'll want the ends to come out on top of the first layer. And then I kind of just like to twist them so that you get a bit of a different texture between the flat material and then this layer will be twisted. But you could lay it flat as well if you want. And I just tie a little knot. So you can either tie a knot and leave the ends out, like that, or you can tuck the ends in. You can either do them under the top layer, under this twisted layer, or under the main layer. I personally like them out. I just think that it adds a little something to the look. Another way to wear this trend without wearing it in your hair is wearing it on your bag. If you're wearing just a plain solid top like this one and jeans or jean shorts or something, wearing a patterned scarf on your bag can kind of give you a little pop of color or pattern into your outfit. So I'm gonna show you how I tie them on my bags depending on what kind of scarf it is. So the first one I'll show you is this scarf. I'm gonna untie it really quick. This is a square scarf, but this one is, number one, it's pretty big, but number two, it's more of a cottony material than this one is. This is more of like, as you can see, it's like see-through. It's very thin, silky material. So this one just kind of lays nicer, and it's smaller than this one is because of the material. For ones that are bigger like this, I'm doing this exact same folding technique that I have shown you guys. And once you have it folded, I like to take the bag and I'll just fold it in half so you have a loop, and then loop this around the bag and then pull it through and pull it tight. So that kind of leaves it not as big and bulky because you take some of the bulk out in the actual knot, and then it just hangs on the bag. If I'm using a scarf that's lighter weight, like this purple one I just showed you, again, it's a square, I still fold it the exact same way, and then I'll just tie this around the bag just in a regular knot. And then I'll just let this hang. This one, I don't feel like I need to take as much volume out of it, obviously, because it's not as big and bulky as this one is. And then if I just have a plain like rectangle one that's not a square scarf, I just tie that around as well. I really need to cut the tag off of this one. But yeah, you just loop it around the strap and then tie it around. And then it just hangs. With these straight ones, you can also tie it in a bow if you want to. I think that looks really cute as well. And then you can just carry it on your bag. Alrighty guys, those are my favorite ways to wear these silk scarves. I think that they are so cute, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. I will link all of the ones that I have that are in stock this season, including this one, down below in the bottom bar. I think this one is my favorite because this is the rectangle one, and so I don't have to fold it or anything. So when I wear it like this, I don't feel like my hair has to like jump over the big lump of fabric at the nape of my neck. I don't know if anyone else suffers from that when they wear these scarves, but I certainly do. So I've just been loving this one, and this is reversible, number one, and it comes in a bunch of different colors and patterns. So I will make sure to link it down below in the bottom bar for you. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed and found it helpful, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.